20, if each person gonna spend $20, $30, 100,000 people times 30 is $3 million. So I spent my $40 to save the black community $3 million. But I deserve an ass whooping because I'm gonna tell you this, Dr. I came out of that theater and I did a short little clip and I said, I feel like I need to wash my eyes out with soap. I said, I could not believe what I saw on that screen. I couldn't. It was like I really thought when I went in, I thought that it was not going to be as bad as I thought. I said, maybe something's wrong with me. Maybe I just get too riled up and I'm hearing all these terrible things. And it was terrible. I could not believe that they would put something like that on screen, but I also could not believe that so many of our people supported something like that. I think that's very, very frightening because the movie actually made more money than they thought it was going to make. It was supposed to make 7 to 9 million. It made 12 million. So there are a lot of black people who really feel this was a feel-good movie for the black community, which says, maybe we got a long way to go. What do you think?
Well, and that defeats the purpose of my books. In all of my books, I try to explain all this stuff to black folk. Now, again, you talk about these characters, these fictional characters in this movie about Harriet Tubman. But in reality, they did do some of that. You know why they did it? Because they did it intentionally to maintain control of black slaves. See, on most of these big plantations, the white man, you only had two, you didn't have that many white people on a plantation. You had one white person for every 4 or 5 blacks on a plantation. So when it came for ass whipping time on a plantation, if you got 200 slaves, you got to whip some ass. You know what did the ass whipping? They pick a big and burly black man and make him whip the asses on the plantation. And whenever they wanted to lynch a black on a plantation for whatever reason, what they would do? They would pitch a black man, but they'd call all 200 of those black slaves around and hang a black man from a tree. But guess who would be putting up the rope and hanging it and pulling the rope? It'll be a black man. So that black folk come to despise their own people and distrust the black male. All this stuff has been planned and propagated to maintain the negative attitudes they have about black people in America. And I devoted 60 years of my life trying to explain all this to black folk in all of my books. And that's why the last book called was the Black History Reader, 101 questions that you never thought to ask. The first story is about the social construct. I asked black folk, you know about the social construct? They said, no, I read, after you read black, yeah, I read some black books. I read one about second slavery. I read one about 900 years of slavery. I read something that's factual. That gives you facts, but more importantly, back to what the Bible admonishes you to do, to get knowledge, but more importantly, get understanding. You keep buying these books that might mention a slave here and a slave there. Nobody gives you the understanding. Go buy these damn books and understand this stuff. White folks perpetuate that kind of stuff intentionally to brainwash black folk and being against their own people, to perpetuate negative images about the black man and why you shouldn't trust him. And then the white man you had a few little white men that did some bad things, but by and large, all white people love black folk. And white black women should be getting together with white women, getting together with all groups, loving everybody. And I said, that's BS. Learn how to practice self-interest first. Start loving your own people and quit buying into this BS propaganda. And that's why I might let you off the hook for that free ass whipping. Giving somebody $30 to go watch a movie that is strictly against black folk, but they're gonna trick black folk into going and watching that because it's about black folk, and black folks think that anything about black folk is good. They'll go in and spend the $30. That's like going to the damn Popeyes restaurant and getting that damn chicken. You used to go out and spend $5 for a damn chicken sandwich, and again, that is a negative. But black folk will go do it. So I don't see very much difference between making a stupid movie about Harriet Tubman that's untrue and designed to brainwash black folk, and then using black images of a black woman selling Popeyes chicken, and got black folk lined up for 2 damn blocks to get in to buy a damn chicken sandwich. And I don't understand that. And right here in Washington D.C. last week, guess what? I got a couple of comments. People said, Dr. We're sick of talking about the Popeye chicken. Well, let me give you another point about the Popeye chicken. Last week, a black man and the line was so long with black people lined up going and buying chicken from a white man Popeye restaurant. And one guy wanted to jump the line and get ahead of some people. He got into an argument with another person. He turned around and stabbed the man to death. So now they're looking for him. I said, why would black people stop, kill a man, to get in line, to get ahead, to give their money to a white man who's selling chicken to them? Or why would they go to another restaurant and because they're out of chicken, go up there with guns and threatening to shoot the doc off the door and to kick the door down to get in and buy chicken, even though the owner says we don't have any more chicken? Barry, that this is propaganda. And even that chicken restaurant. See, that goes all the way back. That goes, I told you about the birth of a nation about 1914 and 1915. Guess what? Between 1910 and 1911, guess what? 3 of the most popular movies in the country about black folk. You know what it was about? A black person chasing chicken. Whoa. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, and they you ever heard this kid called and the little rascal called Farina?
No.
Okay, let me hold a second. Let me. I'm gonna show you something. And maybe you can pick it up.
And while you look that up, Dr. Anderson, I want to ask everybody, give me a yes or no if you knew about that. If you knew what he just said about how the 3 most popular movies around 1910, 1911 about black folks was about black people
chicken.
Tell me if you knew that, and also tell me if you knew about John Horse. And I point this out because not only do I want Dr. Anderson at some point to talk about John Horse so that everybody walks out educated about him, but also it's a reminder that your teachers need to be black on important issues that affect your community, history, economics, and things like that. I'm just a big advocate of good black teachers that you trust because you're going to get lied to if other people educate you about who you are. But Dr. Anderson, did you find your record?
I'm gonna put this book up to the screen. Can you see that book? Can you see that?
Pull the image up just a little bit higher so everybody can see it. It's I can see the top of their head, but I think you got to lift the book up a little bit. Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow, do you see that? Do you guys see that? Tell me if you all see the chicken image on the screen.
And look at the head, Farina, look at that head with plaits and ribbons on it. Look what he got in his hand. Can you see that?
Wow. Yeah, he's got a chicken. Now, who is that? No, that's he's on the Little Rascals?
Yeah, and that was way before. That was a premiere to the Little Rascals. This called a Rastus. And they made these chicken, Running with a Chicken, Stephen Fletcher with a Running with a Chicken. They had a movie, one of the big movies called Rastus and the Chicken Thief Stealing. I mean, there's always a whites take any kind of negative image, and they figure out how to glamorize it and go get black folk to come in and buy the chicken or spend $30 to come see a movie. That's a fictional movie about Harriet Tubman that runs her down, probably suggests that she's gay, and then that the black man is a crook, beast, and a brute. See, I don't even watch that kind of crap. And that's why I write these books. I'm telling black folk, please read the damn books. I put in 60 years of my life writing these 5 books, explain all this stuff to you. I'm too old now. I'm tired. I just got out of the hospital a couple of times. I'm getting weaker. I can't keep telling black folk the same thing. I tell them, buy the library pack. Any and everything they want is in there. That's why we get a chance in that regard. Have you got the the Black History Reader in front of you around there in the place?
I do not have it with me because I'm in Houston right now.
Okay, that's okay.
At home in my desk.
Right, I was going to tell you to read the first question there about the social construct. And blacks don't even know about the social construct. There's a social construct that was put in place in the United States Constitution that decided all these things and never remained unchanged. Nobody's corrected them. And the only person that raised Cain about this all of my days was me, not civil rights leaders, not black elected officials, none of those things. So black folks just go right along with the propaganda that's put in the papers every day. And that's why if somebody shoots 5 blacks in the head, they say, we sure is, but we ain't angry. We accept that. That's life. They don't understand the issue. They won't read. And they have no leadership. All the leadership is given in to the realities of racism. They've joined now and got meritorious manumission. All your blacks who got a high income in entertainment with football, basketball, baseball, tennis ball, golf ball, dancing, singing, telling jokes. They got meritorious manumission. They ain't gonna do anything for black folk. Your black elected officials, they're busy trying to carry water for the Democratic Party and for all the other fictionalized and fabricated new groups in America. Nobody cares about black folk, and I guess I'm the only sucker in America. I spent 60 years. I'm the sucker. That's why I'm poor and impoverished, because I'm just that damn stupid to always try to go through history and try to explain black things.